22155. You can also tweet us at Ben_Kitili, at Sophia Wanuna, at KTN News, and at KTN Kenya. The hashtag is KTN Prime. We shall be sampling some of your texts and tweets during this live newscast. So a lot from the doctors, but what is the government saying, Sophia?
All right, the government tonight, through the spokesperson, Eric, right, they're sending out a statement saying they welcome the release of the union officials. And of course, one of the things we saw from that statement is that the government is confident of a resolution in as far as the negotiations now as they go back to the table, that by 23rd of February, that is later on this month, actually next week, in 8 days, they're hoping that the strike will be called off. Of course, these talks will now be mediated by the Kenya National Commission on Human Rights alongside the Law Society of Kenya. And of course, the government as well talking about that Kenyans in this period of time, over 70 days, their lives have been used as bargaining chips. And this was saying that they are cognizant of the suffering and death of Kenyans, and that this has been used as a means to apply pressure on the negotiating table. So the government saying that was wrong, that was cruel, it should not have happened, and saying that the doctors, as they go back to the discussions, should be sensitive to the plight of Kenyans. Also, the executive not to blame for imprisonment of the officials. The government categorically saying that the reason they were behind bars for those 2 nights is as a result of a lawsuit that was filed by the Council of Governors. And this is owing to a matter in as far as the contempt of court is concerned. So trying to distance themselves. So it was not because of any of the parties involved. It was as a result of a judicial process that had been initiated by the Council of Governors. And finally, one of the things also they're saying is they're urging the KMPDU to guard against exploitation by politicians. The government in that statement through the spokesperson saying that the opposition has been heavily involved in these particular talks, but not with a view to find a solution. They're accusing opposition of playing divisive politics and saying that instead of looking at this as a labor dispute, they sought to